Broke Plant Eater. Welcome back if you are a subscriber to my channel, and if you are not a subscriber, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and definitely go ahead and hit that little notification bell. That way your phone or your email will buzz and tell you that I've uploaded a new video, which is every Wednesday and Saturday, a sweet and a savory every week. Today is Wednesday. We are going to be making a classic comfort food, however, without all of the discomfort. We are making creamy mac, no cheese, and it is amazing. We are going to be adding some stuff in there to bump up those levels of flavors and the intensity, and for sure going to be adding some ingredients so that you're not feeling left hungry after you're eating just a bowl of mac and cheese. I am using regular pasta. If you are gluten-free, please go ahead and throw some gluten-free pasta in there. I usually use gluten-free pasta because I think it's just a better quality pasta. It has a lot more protein, things like that. But the organic plain pasta was actually on sale, and I'm all about the broke plant eater life. All right, all this talk about making this creamy mac and no cheese is definitely getting me hungry. So get ready to take a screenshot because I've made a list of ingredients that you're gonna need. Check it out.
Action!
All right, guys, to a high-speed blender, you are going to be adding a 1.5 cups of rinsed and drained cashews. These are left over from when we made our coconut whip. This is going to be, we're going to add this in a cup at a time. So this is 1 cup, actually we can throw in both, of the coconut milk that we drained since we only used the coconut cream from our organic canned coconut milk. That'll make it nice and creamy. We are going to add 1/3 cup of nutritional yeast. And this kind of has its own flavor, and it's a little potent, and some people like it and some people don't like it, so we're going to try to mask it a little bit because it is a little strong. We are going to add 2 teaspoons of garlic powder. I'm going to add in about 1/2 teaspoon of turmeric powder for some color. Salt and pepper to taste. Our little secret ingredient is a roasted red pepper. This is just canned. If you make your own, awesome, but we just got this one. It's organic, it's from Trader Joe's. It's pretty cheap for a whole can of those. And that's it. We're gonna cream this up on a high speed until it gets nice and creamy, and then we'll taste it and see if it needs anything. So once it gets all nice and creamy, you're gonna definitely wanna taste it. Make sure that it's reached its nice creamy flavor that you want. I like nutritional yeast, some people don't, so I don't wanna mask it too much. It almost looks like the Kraft macaroni and cheese that you would get, but you're definitely gonna wanna give it a try. And our NutriBowl, it actually heats this up, so it's really hot. Normally, if this was a regular blender, then you would warm it up in your saucepan, but this is already warming it up for us. So I'm just going to add a little bit more nutritional yeast and a little bit more salt, and we are good to go. So maybe just about another tablespoon of nutritional yeast, but that's because I like the taste of nutritional yeast, and it definitely needed some salt. So I'm going to hit it with pepper too, because that's normally what you do when you do salt. Just a little bit more just in case. We'll blend this up, and we should be good to go. So good. Yeah, it's definitely good to go.
You're on.
All right, now that we have our sauce made, we are just going to saute some spinach in our pots. I'm just going to throw down some coconut oil because I'm not oil free. If you are, just add water or do whatever you normally do. Once that has melted, this is on medium heat, by the way. So once that's melted, I'm gonna go ahead and throw in 2 handfuls of chopped spinach. I always like to add green whenever I can. If you don't like spinach, don't add spinach. If you wanna use kale, add kale. If you're trying to make this kid friendly and you want your kid to eat it and they don't like spinach, I mean ours do, so it doesn't matter to us, but if your child does not like spinach, don't add spinach. Now I just want to cook this down just a little bit. Once it starts to wilt and get really bright and look almost a little wet, I'm gonna throw in my cooked pasta. We're gonna throw our cheese sauce right in here. Oh my God. This almost looks like Velveeta cheese. Oh my gosh, it looks so creamy and delicious. And I have to get every single dropling out of here. Once you have it all in there, we're just gonna mix it around. Just incorporate all of that spinach with your pasta. This smells amazing. It looks amazing. It almost looks like my childhood when I used to make like the box Velveeta cheese. But I mean, now I'm just like, holy crap, how processed was that? All right. Just gonna let that warm through before we add our last ingredient. At some point, you're gonna wanna go ahead and give this a try. Make sure that it's up to liking for you. Whoop. That creaminess is so friggin' delicious. I like it. I don't really like too much salt in my food anyway, so I'm only putting dashes in at a time. And feel free to add more if you want more, but a little always goes a long way when you're using pink salt. So just be aware of how much you're adding at a time. So at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and throw in two cups of frozen peas. And I like to use frozen because if you use canned, they're already mushy. So I'm just gonna heat these through just a little bit so that they're still nice and crispy when we bite into them. You could throw edamame in here at this point. You could throw any other vegetable really frozen. Did the dog mess up the shot?
Yeah.
Anyway, so you throw in whatever your heart desires. Peas are typically a kid favorite. You can get them to eat peas. So if you have a picky eater at home and you're trying to get them to eat more vegetables, you can add peas, but I added spinach and peas because I'm trying to get as much green in here as I can. I like green. All right, so our mac and cheese is done. We're gonna plate it up. And the one thing I like to use, the one reason I like to use coconut milk is because it doesn't tend to dry as quickly like when you use almond milk and things like that. So this is gonna stay creamy and even creamier when you reheat it. So, there you have it. Should I try it? I don't know if I'm prepared to eat on camera. All right, guys, I am going to try this mac and cheese. I have already tried it a couple times since it's been in the pot. I'm gonna try to get some spinach and some peas. It's so good. It's so creamy. Like, I wish there was another word for creamy. What's another word for creamy? Smooth?
Velvety.
Velvety. It's velvety. It's so velvety. It is like your childhood in a bowl. It is a comfort food. It's amazing. I really don't know how else to explain it to you other than you have to try it. And when you do, please let us know. I'm gonna eat the rest of this mac and cheese. All right, guys, I hope you see how amazingly delicious and creamy that creamy mac and no cheese recipe actually was. All of the comfort when it comes to that classic food without the discomfort you feel afterwards. You feel full, you feel satisfied. You've eaten creamy, cheesy, delicious macaroni that had some added ingredients. It was amazing. I hope you try it. If you like this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. And if you make this recipe or any of my other recipes, please don't forget to hashtag @BrokePlantEater. I am on Instagram, I am on Facebook, and I'd love to see your recreations. Sorry about the squeaking, I have a dog. Until next time, folks.